Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Faded Podcast. I am your host, Two for Oscar, and this is going to be a little bit different. So basically, we barely have any special guest on our show, on our podcast. I say like the last one was like 4 years ago, so we're thinking like depending on different topics and conversations we'll bring up in each video, we thought we might grab some new people for different perspectives and point of views. So I'm thinking of calling none other than this bozo right here, Clutch80.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I can finally be in one of your videos for a change.
Yeah, you finally can after years of begging and on your knees for me just to be in one of my videos. After like a decade, so...
Why are you so angry to me?
I mean, I'm just You're just like annoying all the time. It's just annoying to everybody, to be honest.
Oh, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Yeah, of course you are. So before we get to the topic, I thought we might like get to know you more, just for the people at home who have no idea who you are and what you do. So tell me, like, you haven't been on your channel for a long ass time. Like, do you just give up on YouTube or something? Like, clearly you still want to be in videos like this. So like, what's going on here?
Just life gets in the way, you know, just like everyone. I got a job, I got friends in the real world and a girlfriend, so
well, me
things
too.
get caught
I do
up.
all of those things. I'm sure everybody else does, but we still have time.
Yeah,
Still have time to make videos.
I am actually working on 2 projects. I don't actually know when they're coming out, but I'm taking my time with them. I almost did a live stream on my channel a month back out of boredom because I always wanted to make a Postal 2 video, so I thought stream that.
I mean, there's literally no stopping you from streaming. I mean, it's just pretty simple, and I'd say it's like more easier to do than making videos.
Well, I could, but it was like a YouTube crisis because I was looking back at my content and I was regretting games I haven't made videos on, like Postal and Half-Life and Portal, Gary's Mod. My channel is basically Valve games, so...
Yeah, I get that same feeling when I look back at my videos, like, man, I haven't made that many videos at that certain year. I regret, like, not making more. It's just like, yeah, I had college at the time, but I know, like, I wasn't, like, completely gone. That was my hiatus at the time. I was like, even though I was still on the Faded Podcast, and I was, like, still doing YouTube stuff on the side for other people, it was still like, man, I wish I could have, like, make a little bit of memories, so I could have made more at the time, just so you can, like, look back at it, in a sense. So I think the next thing I want to talk about with us is, like, how do we met in the first place? I think it was, like, on a game or something, and I have no recollection of it, if you know.
I mean, we both know that we were both born in the UK.
Yeah.
I met you through Minecraft somehow. It was you and Otish. Remember Otish?
Oh my god, yeah, he had, like, the Domo avatar look. Yeah, I remember him.
Him and El Nino Hero on a Minecraft server. I forgot whose. They were multiple. We went on.
Yeah, it was just like a small group. It was just like a random Minecraft survival, and then we just like just fucked around, and I think we were just chatting.
Ah, fuck yeah. We just chatted and added each other on Skype. I live in Derby and you live in Surrey. So it's like,
alright,
wow,
thanks
nice.
for telling people where I live, damn. You are a retard sometimes.
I'm not a retard, not.
You're dumb, man. You're
I'm
dumb.
saying for you, mate.
You are a retard. Alright.
Thinking that I'm a retard and not, you know.
But you weren't called Clutch80, and I know that because I'll say it in a second, but what was your name originally?
Yeah, I was called something like Doomsday Chronicle, which is so stupid. It's why I wanted to take your name later on.
Yeah, can I just say, yeah. Guys, basically, I had that name before he did. So what happened was I was called Waffle, for anyone who didn't know, it was back in the old days. So it was one of the Minecraft servers, so I was called Waffle, but then my Minecraft account, it got deleted or something, or I couldn't remember the password. So I was like, oh fuck, I gotta make a new account. So I came up with Clutch80 because I know it's gonna be like a temporary secondary account. It's just a basic ass name. And then I still carried on making videos, maybe for like a few months until I got the name back. No, I had it like on Gmod and all that, those videos as well, so it's in the name. And then you came along, you're like, oh, can I just take your name? I was like, what? After I got my name back, Waffle, so this man couldn't think of any other original last name besides Doomsday Chronicle. But honestly, I don't like looking way back at my old videos just because of the voice I used to have. Like I can understand why people don't like me or just find me irritating just because of the voice. I don't understand the problem with it, to be honest. I don't think it's that bad for a teenager, like before 16 years old. Like it's not everyone's gonna have a good voice.
You had a nasally voice. It was noticeable. I mean, I'm slightly younger than you, but fuck me. I needed to change my name, and I did clearly ask you if I can use it because you only used it for a few months.
You didn't have to. It was just a stupid name. Like
I was the only fan of yours besides Ben and looked up to you, so I wanted to carry that title. I remember the video. It was Hylian's Minecraft video that was deleted, but you did a funeral skit for Clutch80 ever since you got your name back.
oh my god, I remember that. It was so crazy.
So I'm like, hey, I'll carry that legacy and be in your videos.
Okay, so you did get the name like around 2014. So do you remember the videos you used to make on your Doomsday channel like beforehand? Do you remember anything?
I started off. I think the first video I made was like a Skyrim mod review. It's the butt of many jokes. I'll find out what the first video I did was. It was under 3-minute mods Dread Knight weapon set for Skyrim. I guess that's kind of a shout out for that mod as well. But I just started doing this as Skyrim mod reviews for some reason. But then eventually I gave up. I can see the moment when I did give up, by the way. It goes from Skyrim mods, then it goes to like Deco de Gecko's Turkey Fun Time, which is a picture of Turkey having a massive shit as the thumbnail. So I can pinpoint the exact moment when I don't care anymore.
Yep.
There we are. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
But God, and then from then on, I just started making shit and shit and shit, and then for some reason I went back into trying to be serious by doing some more Minecraft mods and like other stuff. But I don't know, like I don't fucking know what I do. I just like think like, oh, that could be a good video, and upload that. And that's kind of all it is. I don't really put effort into it. I just piss about.
It sounds like you have a traumatic childhood if you're making chicken shit videos.
But apart from that, my life was pretty good. I was a good child, I think. I studied to be in hotel management. But I ended up doing mechanical engineering with my dad, also designing infrastructures and electrical grids. My free time is scarce these days, so putting together gaming videos lately is difficult with everything that I have going on. And I'm not sure yet, but I want to return to college next year to get my master's degree in mathematics.
I do respect you for that. I do respect you for like doing that content shit as a hobby, and then because it does sound like you're doing well in life now. And then if you just see these kids nowadays, like, looking up to YouTubers, like, hey, I want to do that. So they just, like, think to themselves, they quit high school, don't go to college, never had a actual job in their life, and they just try to dedicate themselves to streaming or making YouTube videos. And then they don't do well in life. They're basically setting themselves up to fail. And they just complain, like, oh, this is so hard work. Like, if you're gonna, like, make YouTube videos and streaming, like, you do that on the side while you're actually making money doing something else. And then if you're lucky enough, then go on, do it. Like, quit your job.
Probably have at some point.
And then just don't complain that it's streaming and YouTube is just so hard work, like, worse than real life jobs. Like, no, you never had a proper 9 to 5, so shut the fuck up.
It's honestly pathetic. Like, I see people being trying to be serious, going, I guess they're trying to think it's going to be their business or their livelihood when they get older or whatever. And it's just like, come on, just if you get like a real job and then piss about on the internet, it's all good. It all works out perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to make it your business, when you're kind of, let's be honest, young, when you're sort of a late teens kind of person, you're just going to get butthurt when someone starts taking the piss out of you and starts, dancing around. Way, fuck you, mate.
It's sad. I mean, I'm saying this in real life. There was this guy. He struggles. He has like mental problems or something. He has trouble in school and then doesn't want to go to college because he goes on this Discord server. He goes on there like 24/7 every day. I'm not shitting you. And then he's just said he's gonna be an admin, and he's like does all the moderating stuff for this one guy, like I think it's a YouTuber or like a game developer. I'm not gonna say who, but it's something like that. And then these guys are manipulating him, like, oh, he's gonna get paid one day, like he's gonna get paid soon. Like he thinking he can do this for the rest of his life. He can just like sustain just from that, even though he's not getting paid. And they're just tricking him into doing stuff for him. It's really sad, and it's just yeah, he's not gonna get paid at all for that. Even when these people, YouTubers, like try to get money, or small people trying to work for YouTube with the team, like editing, they're not gonna get much from it. So let's be honest, it's stupid, and they really think like, oh, because of the recognition from these higher ups, they're gonna do well. They're gonna get rich, but deep down they're not.
Oh yeah, it's just as soon as money gets involved, it just kind of corrupts people, and it does. I've seen it happen time and time again in the past, like I don't know, 2.5, 3 years. But it does change people. It really does. It's very strange. They start getting more and more kind of paranoid about people backstabbing them and things like that.
Yeah, speaking of backstabbing, I think we should transition into some of the YouTube drama, but I know you want to bring up something like you have drama with someone we both know. Yeah, I think you need to address something because it's a bit dumb. Like, I agree with you when you told me on the side before recording. So, I think guess it all started with, it was like you, me, and Singular Weed.
Singular Weed. We were the big three, as I like to say.
Yeah, he's cool, he's cool. I think the last time I ran into him, because he lives nearby me, was I think 6 months ago. We just like ran into each other at the pub and then we just started hanging out. We used to hang out a lot, but we just don't have time nowadays. He's too busy with music.
Then Joe got other friends like Graph Prodigy and then
Yeah.
Coxie.
Did you always have an issue with him, or what's up?
At the time I liked Coxie, I thought he was chill and nice on our Discord server. And I gave him ideas on what to do for videos. Now look, what were the odds he has that name similar to Clutch80? With the C and the number, what are the odds? So I let it slide and carried on. But the more sessions we had with him, Graph and Joe, the less he was interacting with me. I tried messaging him if I did something, but he was like, nah, it's nothing. Yeah, I get that. So I just left it at that. We had a few videos together. I can't remember how many, but Graph messaged me saying I was being a dickhead to him. I was talking shit about him behind his back. I was like, where's the proof then that I did, because I was focusing on work? Maybe I was in a shit mood one day and he took it personally. He's so sensitive, I swear.
Maybe because I don't talk to him that much. I'm pretty sure you know him more than I do. For me, he was just alright.
I know you're fine with him, but he was riding my dick for a long time. He would always ask me to help edit for him, to come up with ideas, to give him shout outs. I'm not saying I did a lot for him, but I did it all for free because I was nice to him. I did it for the group to help each other. Then he was mocking me for not posting so much.
Yeah.
If I would, I could, but this was 2019 and I had a full-time job with my dad. I barely had time to myself. He mocked me for not posting, but I was in his videos and Singular Weed, so it wasn't like I abandoned them. And then he got mad I didn't tell him I was making a TF2 video and I had you and Graph Prodigy in it for a few seconds. Then he removed me from the Discord server like a bitch he is.
Why is it acting like we're like big YouTubers? We're not sidemen or anything. We only get like 20 views anyways. So I don't know why like try to clout chase on you or anything. And then like getting other people involved too, it's just petty shit. I mean, it's just like friend groups and all that. They just want the intention, that one weird person, and that's about it. Like they just start rumors just because they can't get what they want.
And most of the stuff that they said, they didn't really need to make public at all. They could have just gone like, yeah, he's being a bit dodgy at the moment, so we're going to distance ourselves from him, be nice to him, whatever.
I mean, if he really was like jealous of you, like I don't know, like your editing skills, or maybe you just take more time to it, maybe that's why, and he can't like do the same amount of quality videos like you.
No, I don't think it. Well, unless maybe it was for all we know, who knows? But on the benefit of the doubt, we'll say they did intend well with the video, but it just didn't end up like that. It was pathetic. They shouldn't do that at all.
I was in his most recent video just like playing Mario, but that's about it. Like he never brings up drama or anything towards me or says shit behind your back. So just to let you know, it's all fine.
So again, he likes to start drama and brings other in for no reason because he can't be independent. I know he blocked me. Hope it stays like that.
But yeah, I left the Discord group a long time ago. So again, I had literally no idea like what's going on. Like I only speak to like them individually because I just distancing myself from the group. So yeah, I'm sure like Coxie went up to Joe or Singular Weed or Graph Prodigy about the whole drama and all that. So it's just stupid. I'm sure they were like, no, I don't care, mate. Why are you doing this?
Just don't do that. And as I said before, keep it fucking private. Look at all the stupid drama that's happening over it now. It was pathetic. Just so petty. That's all it is.
Knowing you, you just like troll and just make jokes to him, so you just probably mess with him, to be honest, because you're just that type of person.
Yeah, all I do is just take the piss out of things and have a laugh. That's all I care about in my kind of little bubble, I guess.
Yeah, because you always mess with me, and I just get sick of you. But it's not like I'm gonna like downright hate you or anything. I'm just like, yeah, fuck off, and I'm gonna block you for a day or two.
It just there's no point trying to burst the bubble because it just wouldn't work because it's just a bunch of laughs and taking the piss out of stuff. Even if something bad happens, we just take the piss out of it. That's all it is.
Yeah. So I guess we should segue to some real YouTube drama because I know you wanted to talk about it as well. It's just been like so many this year. Like this channel used to talk about it all the time, like 2017, 2018. Because I just like enjoy it. It's just like funny people like argue for no reason. But this year has been worse because of cancel culture and of course like everybody and their grandma have like opinions on it. So I say we'll talk about it. But I will say this because this is like very recent news. Twitter got word about Susan Wachowski. For those who don't know, the former CEO of YouTube have passed away because of cancer. So I know her son like OD'd last year or the year before, so my condolences to the Wachowski family. I hope you're all healing and recovering from it. So, yeah, a big RIP to Susan. She was like a big role in YouTube, so she did so much for YouTube, whether you like it or not. But yeah, I don't know. Who should we talk about first?
Okay, firstly, starting off with, I'm Alex the Little Weasel.
So, but for those who didn't know, I'm Alex. Terrible commentary YouTuber. He's now like been revealed. Like there's been videos and audio like revealing that he's been like really abusive to his girlfriend, and it's just terrible. Like the amount of things he says to her and threatening her, it's just terrible.
He got physical with her a few times, including kicking her and like pulling her back by the hoodie and like manhandling her and all sorts of fun stuff. There's also these videos of him just being like the most arrogant person. The racism as well. He was calling his white girlfriend the N-word when he got really angry. What's bad was all his friends allude to how they'd noticed things and they'd heard XYZ about him. So they'd actually stopped working with him at least a year ago. But they didn't know the extent of what was going on. And I just find that funny because no one who has known I'm Alex has ever had a nice thing to say. And yet all these people, so many people worked with him when it was profitable, and they all come out with the same cookie cutter statement. Obviously, there is a victim of abuse.
Yeah, the E-boys. The only thing they did was like Willany, Mimulus, and the others. They would just like put something on Instagram story or Twitter saying like, "Oh, I'm just shocked. I have no idea, and I'm gonna like push away from this guy. We'll never collaborate with him again." Like, you gotta know something, guys. Like, you guys can't be that dumb. If it's going on for a long time and then literally know nothing. Like, aren't you guys like roommates or something? Like, you haven't heard anything? It's stupid, but I get it for like if they're trying to be like mainstream and don't want to like ruin brand deals and all that. They just have to
So
like
you do have
say
to
it
handle
in
it quite sensitively, but then the way that they all sounded bit the same.
It is like a big deal. It's like accusations of being abusive, and of course it's real.
No one was being real. No one was being like, wow, what a dick. And this happened a good 2-3 months ago. He's still not come back. I don't think he'll be able to come back. He's too far gone. Or wait 6 months and then slowly come back.
Yeah, he has so many LGBTQ fans, so yeah, he's definitely gonna come back at some point. I think he's just taking a break.
But he's lost all of his work colleagues and all of his YouTuber friends. The sheer amount of text messages that were shown in this Google Doc saying how he wanted to kill his girlfriend, how... That's another thing, actually, I remember. The amount of times he would not say you're stupid, but he'd say you stupid woman, you dumb woman. It was always you bloody woman.
Like, Alex, people looked up to you. Like, when I used to work at Legoland, I had a coworker. She's a little bit younger than me, but her favorite YouTuber was you. I'm Alex. And because she thought, like, you were a good YouTuber and all that. And then, for you to do that, for, like, treating women like shit, and then you just think... You have so many fans, like, around the same age, who do look up to you.
Exactly.
And then just to find out that you were, like, abusive, manipulative, Basically a dickhead. You were there too. You were there at Legoland. I had the day off, so I missed you. But you made her day. Like, what is going through your mind?
Let's go very briefly onto iNabber, because this was a bit ridiculous. iNabber went a little bit over the top, defending his prior work relationship with Alex, saying how it was a toxic relationship, which, you know, we believe, like we did all see it.
Never. He like talks about drama. He's like a Keemstar type person, but British and ugly. Sorry, but yeah, I mean it's no place for you to like try to defend him. I don't know what was going through your mind because clearly you don't know him that much. Clearly you did not like pull him to the side privately and talk to him like, hey, is this true and all that. You just, unless he paid you.
Felt sorry for iNabber, so, you know, don't worry. We can believe it was a toxic friendship, whatever the hell it was. But then iNabber's ex made a Google Doc talking about her and Frasier's relationship, and then Frasier made a Google Doc. He had to come back with a Google Doc against it.
But I don't know, like, I'm Alex is like, he's been doing this for years. He like, manipulates people, like, puts, like, different groups on groups, is talking shit about people, like, oh, we need to make this video about this person. Don't even question him, just, like, make videos. So, of course, like, maybe with iNabber, he's probably, like, try to word it differently, like, he's the victim. And then the whole drama with iNabber, with his former girlfriend, like, the same accusations, and then it's just all this Google Docs war, like, all over Twitter, like, it's just about the whole, like, oh, my experience with him, and that basically overshadowed the I'm Alex situation, because now it's just iNabber's in the way with his old missus, and it's just like, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to make that personal, and it's just like, I'm glad people still think he's a cunt, Alex.
I understand that, because it was all exploding on Twitter and Reddit, and then when she made a Google Doc with all these claims about how he was mentally abusive to her, people immediately believed it. But then his Google Doc, with all the context and whatnot, it refused quite a bit of it, but then she made another Google Doc, and it was kind of like, I understand why Frasier had to, but it felt a bit like it diluted the severity of what had occurred with Alice and took away attention from it. I think he'd probably agree, because I think he said as much, that this is taken away from Alice, who's, you know, a victim of abuse, but you best believe it. But what I'm Alex would do is he basically moved from friend group to friend group, community to community, basically sucking all the life out of it, getting everything he can out of it, and then just dropping them or having problems with them, leaving, moving on to the next, sucking the life force out of that, just leeching as much as possible, leeching the views, leeching the subscribers, just continuously. And he's been doing that for like 7 years, 8 years now. And he's literally got to a point very recently where there is nobody left.
I know, it's just like, I'm sure Alex was so happy, like all that drama was going on to him, so he could just like sit back and be like, oh, thank God, doing the whole phew thing. It's just so shit.
Dude, how many times has I'm Alex backstabbed a friend? Like literally backstabbed a friend, like a friend gets in trouble, a friend gets exposed for something, and then he's like the one leading the charge.
It's been like that since the beginning, like since he started.
I'm Alex went on Zaptai's podcast to expose him. He went on Hot Wet Soup, Zaptai's podcast, to expose him when he wasn't there, right? And then he filled in the spot for Zaptai. That's when his career was over, took his role over on the podcast, stole all the clout from that, and then quit the podcast.
I mean, Hot Wet Soup was already a terrible podcast even before I'm Alex and Leon Lush. But I swear, I'm Alex had a podcast beforehand before he went on. I forgot the name, but I'm sure it was deleted nowadays. But it was him and Supos and someone else. Like they had a podcast, and then he just dumped them just to go to the bigger YouTubers like Elvis and Bionic Pig.
This guy's whole history online is literally sucking clout from other people. Then Slazo, who got falsely accused by his former girlfriend. Him and Alex were friends and even roommates, but when Alex heard that he hopped on the bandwagon of making an exposed video, betrayed his friend instead of, I don't know, talking to him privately, supporting him, let Slazo explain it before making a video against him.
Right.
It was all untrue. Bro, do you get what I'm saying? Wherever the community goes, if the community all starts hating Mr. Beast one day, he would hate Mr. Beast, right? If the community starts loving Mr. Beast, he loves Mr. Beast. Like, dude, this guy is a flip-flopping piece of shit. I hate him.
It's terrible. Like, he hopped on commentary, the whole commentary wave, to now like just making random stupid videos, and then just like collaborating with like e-boys. It's just garbage. It's just, he has no personality, he has no humor. It's just all the same. I don't understand how he became famous. I'm pretty sure it's just from being associated with meme lists.
I think his content's stupid, but I understand how it's entertaining to young teens, you know? I get it. I hate clicking on videos. I hate clicking like videos on Logan Paul and Jake Paul and other YouTubers and crap like that. Put so much more time, effort, and quality into my stuff, but it got half the fucking views. And that's just like a big kick in the balls. I'm not saying my videos are amazing, but it's more funnier that these commentary channels doing copying off each other. Like they read stuff on Reddit and say the same thing, same script, same monotone. All these British commentary channels leech off each other.
It's just so easy, like, literally everybody can do it. And even people nowadays still trying to do commentary, even though it's been dead for a long time. It's just, they still do the whole CSGO, like, gameplay, and they just, like, don't show their face at all. Which is like, what are you hiding, coward? If you're talking shit about other people, why can't we see your face? I work my ass off too, like, I know mine's not perfect, but I'm trying to, like, not get shadow banned. But even then, like, I just see these shit videos that's getting millions and millions of views for no reason.
When you look at people with these channels that pump out daily, unedited, shitty, crapped up, cut together videos, it's like, hey, anyone can do it. They must sit around a table every week and go, what can we steal?
It's so bad. In other news, we had some sort of political-ass debate between Sneakio and Moist Critical. So, they, for some reason, Moist Critical decided to have a stream discussion with him.
He went onto a stream once and then fucking died. Everyone was talking about the Ava and Mr. Beast situation. Sneakio was recording him, but he knew he was being recorded, and Charlie explained he didn't think it was a debate, but for whatever reason, he was interacting with Sneakio, and they got into the trans kid debate. No one's going to win in that debate because both sides are so opposed against each other. It's better to just shut up. And also, Sneakio and Charlie, like, why are they talking about this? You know, I'm not going to listen to two cunts who are just YouTubers.
I disagree. I think Sneakio did have a voice in it because of his culture, religion. He had a different point of view of it, other than Critical, who just wanted to be the voice, being the mainstream guy to say, yo, this is wrong. But yeah, they're not like politicians or anything. There's just no need to talk about it out of nowhere.
Right, who are just like average Joes. And even Critical said that. He said that I'm just a bloke that is average, and I got lucky with my channel. I don't want to hear them going through the pros and cons of transgenderism in children and transitioning. Why would I listen to that? I would rather listen to medical professionals go through the pros and cons if I was so inclined.
I didn't want to watch it at first, the whole thing. I just saw it from Twitter, like some clips people captured. Moist looks like he was trembling, didn't know what to say, and basically Sneakio had the upper hand. He was like literally correcting him over everything. It just seems like, oh, okay, Moist is losing this, even though he's supposed to be the edgelord and all things. So that piqued my interest, because, you know, I don't like him ever. So, yeah, I just, like, put the video up while I was, like, doing some errands. And I will say, like, the first half of Sneakio talking about it is right for young kids, young teenagers, to consent for marriage for older people, like 20. I'm like, no, I disagree on that. But after that, with the whole transition thing for transgenders, like, oh, they should consent to cutting their dicks off. Sneakio said, no, they shouldn't. Moist has to be the safe guy to say, yeah, they should, because, you know, it's a big deal for them. So I have to disagree with Moist, because, yeah, like, nobody should transition. That's just me. Like, I don't think transgender is a good thing for anybody, to be honest. That's just a mental illness.
I don't understand that logic of, like, you believe that someone, like, no matter what the age, can, like, marry, but then at the same time you think it's disgusting, and, like, someone could go through, like, trans surgery at a young age. It's a clear double standard.
It is a double standard. It's just like, how do you think one thing is disgusting but agree on cutting their dicks off because they want to be a different person?
Children do not fully understand the full extent of surgeries and medical transition. At those who did transition, they do regret having surgery because they didn't fully realize the extent of their decisions. And they do it cause of neglect or parent issues. I hate my dad, so I'm turning into someone else to get back at him. Moist Critical is being a fence sitter by not wanting to lose sponsorship deals and scared of getting cancelled. Has to be a robot by playing it safe.
It was early in the video, Sneaky said, are you proud to be white? And Moist is like, yes, I am. I speak to everybody, I do not offend anybody. It's like, are you proud to be American? And same thing, it's like, yes, I am proud to be American, but I am also like standing against other people of different countries. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. Say yes. This man forgets to say yes or say no. He has to make it safe for every single question. I'll be going off topic for a second, but it is relating to transgenderism, why it's just affecting the media right now. So this YouTuber called the Sphere Hunter, who built his audience by dressing up and pretending to be a woman, he's gonna be voicing Trish from the DMC mobile game. This man is just making a mockery of women. Trish is like the most prominent characters in the DMC series, because he was able to garner a fan base of closet homo simps who brought his channels into limelight, only for Capcom to take notice and hire him. He has successfully finessed hordes of simps into believing that he is a cool gamer girl who loves action games, despite the fact that this man's videos are just surface level tripe, with gameplay that's about as brain dead as anything you'll find on IGN. As long as this troon is associated with Devil May Cry, I will no longer be supporting the franchise. Instead of like getting an actual woman to voice Trish, who is not a tranny, she is a woman. Instead of that, we get some guy with severe mental illness to voice her, instead for the sake of inclusivity and tolerance and acceptance. This man can't even accept himself, and you guys are forcing us to accept him as something that he isn't. He hates himself so much that he pretends to be a woman, yet it falls upon to accept him for something that he isn't. Apart from that, the DMC franchise fell off. I make these videos all the time. I always tell people, as long as you accept woke media, like Sweet Baby Inc. and feminist developers are at the forefront of the gaming industry, they will destroy your favorite franchise. As soon as an idea of wokeness spreads into the gaming industry, we must eradicate it as soon as possible. Even if it means the franchise has to stop. I'm sorry, it has to. I'd rather see DMC be obliterated into existence than to watch Dante and Virgil slowly turn into femboy homos for the sake of inclusivity. A lot of people might think I'm being extreme or hateful or a bigot right now, but every time I warn you guys, even in my game analysis videos, that incoming wokeness, I've been 100% on the market. When I talk about the soulless AAA games, we find out later that it was Sweet Baby Inc. pulling the strings. When I talk about ugly women in gaming, only to appeal to transsexuals, we find out about news like this. If you people are still in denial, then you are just lost, my friend. So if you support the decision for this Troon Hunter to force a woman, then you support the downfall of gaming. You support the downfall of media. I already don't have any hope for gaming nowadays. If the media makes choices like this. For anyone who believes that I'm transphobic or intolerant or hateful, just unsubscribe and get your sensitive ass out of here. The last thing I want to do is build up a fanbase of soy-fueled, troon-loving homos who believe that tolerance is a virtue. Okay, I'm done.
Jesus Christ, you made me tear up there. Well done. I guess you had a lot to get off your chest there.
I did, yeah, because I wanted to make a video on that on its own, but yeah, I think some people beat me to the punch. But yeah, for them, I know it's going to be hard for them to get real jobs, so what else can they do, really?
People can't get jobs anywhere, therefore they apply for gaming industries and end up working as developers, because their job is to do continuity correction, but for wokeness. Where can we play gay and trans people in the game? Oh, I know, make them the main protagonists. If Half-Life 3 is about Gordon Freeman having surgery, I'll quit gaming forever.
Honestly, and the same for Dante. If he's a transgender, I'm just done. I'm done with life. So, I guess we're both on the same boat. We both agree about the whole cutting the dicks off situation. Why, yeah. So I guess we'll move on real quick. We just seen stuff about Boogie2988. At the time, Boogie2988 was one of the most respectable YouTubers out there. As one of his most popular videos were like...
Fat man falls into a fucking pool.
Yeah. One of the voices of YouTube at the time, like 2015, 16, 17.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but...
No, I swear, his status is up there. Like, whatever happens, like, going on in life, he will talk about it, and everyone wants to know what he's saying. He has that status.
I will give him credit where credit's due. When he talks about games, I'm genuinely interested because he is a fat nerd, besides the Magic the Gathering crap.
Bro, that's your favorite card game of all time. You love Magic the Gathering, man.
I don't play Magic the Gathering. Come on, I'm not that bad. Yeah, but I don't play that.
No, you do. Don't lie.
I don't actually. I've never played that before in my life. I've always thought it is pretty sad.
No, I used to fuck with Magic. My old math teacher taught me how to do it because he used to go to tournaments. So yeah, I played it for like a little bit in schools, and that's about it. It ain't that bad.
Boogie was always a complete fraud and a very manipulative, lying bastard bad guy.
He was.
He told everyone in summer of 2019 he was going to kill himself. Now he faked having cancer. Let him rot. Let him lose his sub. He's already on this self-destructive path. People tried to help him leave the internet for 6 months and come back and stop being such a pathetic loser.
This is already fucked up now because of Susan Wachowski dying of real cancer, so... Like, he knows what he's doing. He knows he's doing this for attention. And even when, because he had that podcast with Keemstar, he kicked him out. And then he's just, like, doing this pity stuff. Like, he tattooed, fake or something on his cheek.
Oh, God.
And it's just like, you doing this for attention, man. You're just struggling right now, so, like, you need help. He had that documentary, too, about his, like, mental illness and, like, young girlfriend. I'm like, you're pathetic, man.
It's so stupid. Yeah, I used to be caught up with all the YouTube drama and stopped after 2019, but somehow this year it's just in your face. You can't ignore it. So many things lately, it feels like old drama again, if people like that or not.
Honestly, yeah, it just feels like old days when we used to give a shit about it, so that's basically most of the drama we can talk about. I know there's a lot more we missed out on, but honestly, I'm just drained out from all this.
To recap, Coxie is a cunt. I hate you, Coxie.
But yeah, man, you really need to come back. Like, even if it's for streaming, I mean, it's pretty simple. Just do that.
Again, I would stream and interact with everyone, but the YouTube algorithm absolutely hates live streams unless I decide to abandon all of my other content and create a panel show where I roast a bunch of OnlyFans thoughts for 3 hours straight.
I'd watch it.
There is very little edgy stuff. If I want my channel to have longevity and consistent growth, I'm going to have to put the streaming at the bottom of the priority list because making meme-style content will be what propels the channel forward. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way that things have to be for now. At most, I'll maybe do one live stream after I return, but I'm not going to make any promises because I don't know what my schedule is going to look like when I'm back in school.
Okay, I say before we wrap things up, just so it's all related to YouTube drama and all that. Besides I'm Alex, who is your least favorite YouTuber?
Maybe H3. I never understand why people like his videos. Again, boring commentary, does the exact thing like everyone else. But he's friends with iDubbbz and Filthy Frank, that category, so the fans have to like him. He's never funny, and his podcast sucks. It's not even a podcast. He just reacts to videos and reads Reddit. People say I miss the old H3, but he was never funny before. Nothing changed. He's always been boring.
I do respect that. Yeah, I agree.
Let me guess yours. Moist?
Yeah, it's basically just Moist Critical. Hey everyone, it's Critical. Today I'll be stealing this YouTube video someone else made and reacting to it by silently watching it and barely any input. Well, this is just like that time when dick, sex, poop, queef, vagina jokes. Alright, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll be covering that 2-week-old drama now that I know what the safe public opinion is. What is his fanbase? Like, people with low IQs? Why do they watch that shit thinking like, oh, he's the real one. He's the only good one with good takes. Oh, this UK situation is crazy. I just gotta say, both sides have a point in this. And that's all I have to say on this crazy situation.
I don't watch him, but I'll take your word for it, even though your IQ is like a rock.
Yeah, fuck you. So yeah, hopefully what you said earlier, you're gonna like make videos again. Hopefully it'll be next year or something, but I don't know, 20 people are gonna watch it.
Sneak
I don't
preview.
know.
I'll be doing those guys in a cool video in the new year sometime. Working on it. We'll get some videos
Your
out.
videos, can I say your videos are quite weird? Can I just say it's very like low quality but you're aware of
Oh
it.
yeah, my style of content was inspired by people like Solid Shy and Padel. That low quality meme style of content, which I find amusing for some reason. But I try to make my videos unique and have my own flair. I try to do different things and stray away from it because I think those videos are outdated now. It's time basically.
You don't have many videos on there, so what would you say is some of your best work, like the ones that you are proud of, that you are willing to look back on without cringing?
If I have to list the top 3 favorite I made, it would be Watch Dogs 2 at number 1, Battlefield at number 2, Red Dead at number 3.
Yeah, there you go, guys, if you want to watch that or not. He didn't list the ones that I'm in, so fuck you. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Faded podcast. I'm your host, Waffle Love. I mean, 2 for Oscar. Fuck, we're really going back to the old days. And well, we'll see you guys later.
Well, that sure was interesting. Well, that's fun.
Hope you all have a good one. Steve, thank you so much for coming on.
See you, mate.
Hope you all have a good one. Stay safe out there.